What's up guys, my name's Soapsy and welcome back to another FIFA 22 video. Today we're going to be talking about the Premier League League Player Objective is Manquillo. The objectives for it, in my opinion, are a little bit rough. You need to win 6 games by a minimum of 2 goals, so that could be difficult if people do quit, and obviously they tend to be a little bit toxic sometimes. That can cause you issues. 30 goals scored, 20 assists, same as the other ones. Assist with a through ball in 5 separate matches isn't too difficult, and score with a volley in 8 separate matches isn't the worst, but again, not the easiest thing to get done. So it's going to take you a minimum of 8 games, but obviously it may take you longer trying to get all of those volleys done. And of course, trying to win 6 games by 2 goals could be a little bit difficult with people quitting and stuff like that. But let's jump into the requirements and then have a look at the team to get this one done as quick as possible for you. So it is Managerial Masterpiece mode. We're looking at a 77 max rated team, no 88 or higher players, just the one, lone players max 1, and of course no silvers in the squad. Let's jump straight into it and have a look at the players I've picked. So as you can see on the screen guys, this is the team that I have opted for, and as you can see it's very, very sweaty and very, very pacey. There are so many good players in the Premier League, you just need to know which ones you can use. Obviously this rating is reasonably high for some of the players in there. You can put Son in obviously and it will take it to a 78, but there is still a couple of ratings in there that you can play with to get some better players in there. However, what I've opted for here is pretty much all of the OP lower rated players that you can get in there to give you an idea of what you can play around with, and then you can put your slightly higher rated players in there to max it out to the rating requirements. So let's have a look at the players we've gone for. In goal we've got Foster. The main reason for him is the fact that he is 6'7". Taller keepers tend to be meta. May not always be the truth in this game, but as a 75 rated keeper, he's going to get the job done for you. At right back, we've got Fredericks, who was just the GOAT of Managerial Masterpiece right backs last year. He's super low rated, super high pace. It just does everything it says on the tin. Consor at centre-back, he's got 77 pace, 79 defending, 71 dribbling, and 75 physical. Very, very solid option. Other options you can get there are sort of like Ake as well. If you were looking for a slightly lower rated version than Gomez, who is a very good slight upgrade on the rating, you could go for Ayer, who is got 73 pace, 75 defending, and 83 physical, as well as being 6'5", which is a really, really decent option. Left back, we've gone for Tierney because I think he's the best of the lower rated left backs in the game. You do also have Cornet as an option, but defensively he's not the best. Otherwise, though, he is a very well-rounded player on the game. In terms of looking at the midfield, I've gone for St. Maximin on the left-hand side because he's just super OP. On the right-hand side, we've gone for Adama Traore, who again is super OP in my opinion. His finishing may not be there all the time, but he is a very good player. Sissoko, it says he's a CDM, however, I think he works much better as a box-to-box midfielder. As you can see, very well-rounded stats, and that 87 physicality does help him out in there. Onyeka is a very similar player, however, he's way more defensively minded, and I would use him as more of a DM, but he's just in there to illustrate that you can get a 75 player in there that is solid and super defensive, and then you could also have a Cam next to him, potentially like an Almiron type player if you wanted to go for one of those. And up top, no surprises, we've got Armstrong, who just has decent shooting, dribbling, and 90 pace, and then obviously, of course, Patson Daka, who's got 93 pace, 78 shooting, 76 dribbling, just a great option for this mode. Taking a look at the bench, Crowler's another good, well-rounded player you could use as a box-to-box or a DM. Hwang Hee-chan is another striker option, slightly lower pace but still a very slippery customer. The left winger, Damari Gray, another great option if you need to do a slightly lower rated player than St. Maximin. Mwepu is a very, very well-rounded player, and if I was, to be honest, going with this sort of team, I probably would start him instead of Onyeka, as you've got 2 box-to-boxes in a 4-4-2, and that would work better for you. Stuart Dallas, again, another very similar, well-rounded, 75 rated player. And then Godfrey as well is another great option. You can always go for him with his 83 pace. I do think he's a little bit suspect defensively, but Godfrey and Konsa, or Godfrey and Gomez, are pretty much all you're going to see, I'd imagine, from this mode, and it is very, very sweaty. The other players we've got, of course, Ismail Assar on the wing or up front. Fantastic player to use. We've got Dan James, again, 95 pace, decent dribbling, passing and shooting, great option. Gabriel Martinelli for me at the start of the game was super OP, and I would definitely include him if you need another lower rated left mid or potentially as a striker. But overall, those are pretty much the best of the best in terms of low rated cards, and then you can mix in some of your slightly higher rated cards to get it to the rating requirement, to the maximum of it, so that you don't tip over to the 78. But those, I think, are most of the OP cards that are available for the Premier League and should help you complete this objective with a relative ease. Hopefully you like the video, guys. If you do, please leave a like. If you want to subscribe to me, you can. Make sure you check me out on the socials in the about box below, especially TikTok. My name's Soapsy, and I'll see you guys later.